Hi everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies. So I came on here and I did a reading for you guys, but my fucking microphone, excuse me, I'm sorry. My microphone was not working, so I'm just going to run through this again. So I did shuffle and draw out the cards on camera, but I'm just going to obviously reread them for you guys. So I did fire, water, air, and earth. These are Mother's Day messages for all the moms, okay? So let's see, for fire signs, you guys had wind, adventure. All right, let's get back into this. Not gonna let this ruin my day. My wonderful Mother's Day. Okay. So, fire signs. Adventure. Adventure. Okay. Wind, adventure. The shadow of this card is timidity. It says, if you surrender to the wind, you can ride it. When the winds of adventure come calling, the best thing to do is set sail. All cultures prize the wind for its ability to energize. When we feel stuck in a rut, stagnant, wind summons our ability to rustle up some much-needed freshness. This card invites you to step away from the domestic grind and find some good puddles to splash in. Don't become a prisoner of your routine. Wind counsels. As mothers, we know the importance of providing consistency, but equally important to offer is magic, adventure, and spontaneity. Wind blows your way when you aren't living your precious life to its fullest. Your days on earth are numbered, so why fritter them away by lists, worries, and speculation? Throw caution to the wind. Wind, a sister to the verb to wander, reminds us to practice the art of lostness. Go out into the wild, or at least into the street, and bushwhack, not knowing what will happen on the way. Let go of an estimated arrival time or a final destination, and let the journey itself be enough. Adventure means not knowing what comes next. Comfort zones can double as tombstones, so when you find yourself being complacent or just bored, dare to shake things up. The Greeks believe that wind was the earth breathing in and out. Open up your belly, chest, and throat, and exhale whatever holds you back. Adventure can be found everywhere. It can mean cooking without a recipe, storytelling without a book, traveling without a map. Now is no time for timidity. Wind emboldens you to hit the road, to plan for a long trip, or embark on a shorter jaunt. For children, travel makes for an unforgettable experience, one that can expand world into worlds. Nothing sparks the imagination more than other lands, languages, and rituals. Just don't get too hung up on the plan unfolding exactly as you would like. You don't take an adventure takes you. At a certain point in all our lives, the reins must be relinquished. When adventure catches you in its tailwinds, don't settle for the role of chauffeur. Instead, take up the mantle of true guide, initiating trips that ignite awe and delight. Give your children a chance to initiate adventures too. Let them take you on a walk or down a ski slope for the first time. When someone in your family sniffs out an adventure, seize it. Adventure lets us come back to the safety of home, altered, made different by where we have been. Follow the winds of change and see what new worlds open for you. Fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. That is your Mother's Day message, okay? The winds of change, adventure. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Take bold and new big steps. Try new things. Plan a trip. So, water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. You guys have Sarah, Faith, and I am a Pisces myself, and I'm a mama. As many of you probably already know from some of the videos, because you can hear my daughter all up in the mix. So, water signs. Water sign mommies, Sarah, Faith. The shadow of this card is despair. It says, God hath made me to laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. Hold on, I'm sorry, I need a drink. Nothing better than water, people. All right. The Faith card, with its message of radical trust, serves as an antidote to the despair that wrings one's soul dry. It reminds us, like Sarah's late onset fertility, that our most cherished dreams can indeed manifest. In the ancient biblical story, God's messengers tell 90-year-old Sarah that her prayers for a child will finally be answered. Sarah laughs at the news, not knowing whether to feel jaded or joyous. Holding to her faith, Sarah decides to trust that something larger is at work. God appoints a divine angel over every conception and pregnancy, say the sage of the Talmud. As the baby grows inside, Sarah indeed feels an angel's invisible eyes upon her, ushering new life into the world. If you have pulled this card, motherhood may now be testing your faith. Can you recover the innocence of complete trust? On this journey, listen to doubt's discerning guidance, which can help point you down the most appropriate path. If hopelessness weighs heavily, however, you have come to faith's opposite. You deem the universe unfriendly, and you see yourself acting as a solo agent. Your heart locks down. Your mind becomes small. How can you break free? When the task of caretaking another being seems impossibly huge, put your faith in something that extends beyond yourself. Call upon your children's guardian angels to watch over them and guide them in making life-affirming choices for themselves. Mothering from an expansive place, we call on faith's generosity to let our children explore their own vision of who they are. To bury them and ourselves under our own baggage undermines the invisible realms at work in the shaping of souls. Stop clinging to a raft of worries. Will they ever sleep through the night? Poop in the potty? Unplug voluntarily? Have faith that your child will steer his own true course in the world. Sarah tells us to set aside timetables and receive our children as unique, uncharted spirits. In this card, gold stars frame Sarah's face, representing God's promise that she would go forth and multiply. Imagine your face wreathed by gold stars, each one symbolizing your own leaps of faith. How committed are you to your most far-reaching ideals? Today, take at least one small step toward fulfilling what you hold most precious. Invoke Sarah for the courage to Invoke Sarah for the courage to give voice to your deepest yearnings, no matter how impossible. And remember, to everything its season, and for every child an angelic co-pilot. So, water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, restore your faith. Okay? Restore your faith in God, in the universe, in your angels, in your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. And also restore your faith in your child or your children. Okay? So, air sign mommies. For the air sign mommies, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you guys got mirror, self-love. Self-love. Okay. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Self-love. The shadow of this card is shame. Quote, it says, I know how it will be when I die. My beauty will be so extraordinary that God will worship me. How to say this? God and I will forever cherish myself. When self-love greets you, do not shy away from your own reflection. Instead, give yourself one of those concentrated love gazes you lavish on your child. The Obwa word for mirror, wabimuchwagwan, I'm sorry, I can't read that word, means to look at your soul. Are you with conviction able to love what you see? We go through life carrying askance the question of our own lovability. Self-love tells you to stop looking for the answer outside. The key to rest in knowing that nothing separates you from love. The key is to rest in knowing that nothing separates you from love. Love is always loving you. The beloved that you seek is you all along. You have been knocking from inside. But often when we look in the mirror, we see in the shadows a reflection of our own past. We tap, with residual sadness, our own mother's inability to respond to what we desperately needed. Or we recall, as a lingering reassurance, what it is to be seen through the unwavering eyes of motherly love. Now hold your own as a mother, the middle link in the unfolding chains of generations. Before you, how you were loved. Ahead of you, how you love. And in between, how you love yourself. What does it take to forgive the past, embrace the future, and with all tenderness, be naked in the now? Being a mother continually evokes our own childhood. The memories flood in, usually unbidden. Did we feel held close or abandoned, understood or invisible? Let go of the idea that anything you or your childhood should have unfolded differently. What if the self-critic who sings the eternal chorus of shame and loathing fell silent? Who then would you see in the mirror? Only when you feel comfortable in your own skin can you receive the emotional gratification that motherhood offers. When you inhabit your life fully, your children reap the benefits like a Mobius strip. Love for self and love for child become a continuous loop. This is the card of restoration. Peeling away the veils that obstruct self-love brings lightness and joy. A new power emerges, a trust in your own voice. Write a love letter to yourself, singing the praises of how you mother. No apologizing aloud. Count the ways you love thee. What if you went through your life with that love in your breast pocket? Think about it like this. What if your life were a love letter written by the divine? How would you read it? So, my air sign mommies, self-love, ladies. Love yourself. Love yourself. That's just a beautiful card. Okay. For my earth sign mommies, you guys had rainbow forgiveness, right? Yep, rainbow forgiveness. So Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Let's get your message. Okay. Earth signs. So the shadow of this card is resentment. It says, okay, this is a quote. Walk on a rainbow. Walk on a rainbow trail. Walk on a trail of song. and all about you will be beauty. There is a way out of every dark mist, over a rainbow trail. When rainbow brightens your day, let go of everything that has come before. Bask in rainbow's heaven-sent color. Let beauty melt away bitterness. Forgiveness embraces the goodness in people, rather than starkly fixating on undesirable behavior. When we don't forgive, the bottled up, bilious anger festers in our heart and constricts our capacity for joy. Our love light darkens, our world dims. Become illuminated, says Rainbow. Heal by asking for forgiveness and forgiving. Only then may the full spectrum of your being shine forth. In the daily cycle of mothering, many rainbow moments arise in which we are asked to forget, forgo, and forgive. We forget the pain of labor as soon as we suckle a sweet babe at our breast. We forgo our irritation in the face of constant neediness, whiny requests, and later belligerent grumblings. But most of all, we forgive ourselves when explosive rage does well up inside, burning us in its fire. In your anger, what pain, what sadness are you pushing away? What stops you from forgiving yourself and others? Rainbow says, name what you need to forgive and pronounce it forgiven. If you can't remove your armor of blame, you may be too immersed in harboring resentments. Resentment, which comes from ressentir, to refeel, means to dredge up our hurt and indignation, looping them over and over in our minds. Rainbow appears to help you move forward. You choose. Walk on the rainbow trail and see the world through a scrim of vibrant color, or stay with your own punitive forecast of gloom. An ancient symbol of promise and mercy, Rainbow offers herself as a bridge to wholeness. In her radiant sweep, catch a shimmering glimpse of your luminous nature. Our children provide a haven of forgiveness, a place of respite from our self-accusations. Some mysterious agreement has been sealed between us. We have chosen each other, as parents and as children, to birth ourselves into fullness. Imbued with magnanimity, our children generously overlook our flaws. Loyal, they love the ones they are with. Let mutual forgiveness be your rain dance. Know that despite occasionally stepping on each other's toes, you are doing your best to jibe with each other's rhythm. Forgiving gives us back to ourselves, restoring something profound from which we have become separated, an atonement. With our experience of the world, beyond our black and white views, we step into a colorful, nuanced, ever-changing flow of consciousness. At the heart of forgiveness, we rediscover the tender innocence that longs to be cradled. When we rest in that innocence, existence becomes sacred. Out of nowhere, Rainbow hangs her benevolent arc of beauty. So for my earth sign mommies, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, forgiveness. Forgive yourself and others and stop seeing the world as black and white and let the universe shine all of its vibrant colors on your life. Okay? Forgive and let the rainbow rain on your life. So, for my fire sign mommies, wind, adventure. My water sign mommies, we have Sarah, have faith. Air sign mommies, mirror, self-love. And for my earth sign mommies, rainbow, forgiveness. So I want to end this reading here. I want to wish all of the mommies out there a wonderful Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of the young moms out there as well. Like myself, I am a young mother. To To all the grandmothers, to all the people who serve as a mother figure in someone's life, you are very much appreciated. So those are your Mother's Day messages. I hope you guys like this this little reading. I hope the messages resonated for you, and thank you for watching.